Hello, everyone. Welcome to this awesome web series. This web series about practicing and how you need to practice to do anything. Who am I? I am Darren. That is me. I am a software developer, a .NET developer to be more specific. So that's the .NET Stack, Microsoft SQL, C Sharp, and ASP.NET, even though I really haven't used ASP.NET in a very long time. So, what is this? This is a video about me learning Haskell. And every time I do Haskell, I am going to record my session to show people that practice makes perfect, and that in order to get good at something, you need to practice. Everyone sees people who are great at stuff, but they don't see that that person put in a lot of hours of practicing. And I want to expose that and be like, practicing takes time, and practicing is essential for learning things. Day to day, you won't see yourself getting better and better and better. However, after a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, if you then compare yourself to when you started, you will see that you have gotten better at what you're doing. Why am I doing this? As I've been saying before, I am doing this because I am two reasons, actually. Reason one is because I want to show that practice makes perfect, that you need practice to do anything. The other reason is to show people that you can do things in Haskell. I've seen people who are like, you can actually do things in Haskell? I've also seen people who are like, I try Haskell, it sounds great, but I have to drop it, I can't get into it. And I think a lot of people who say they can't get into it, even if they know another programming language, and even if they are accomplished software developers or software engineers, is because they don't try hard enough. Because Haskell is a functional-oriented language, and a lot of the modern languages now are object-oriented languages. Which means that if you want to start Haskell, if you want to write in Haskell, you really have to change how you think about how your program executes. You have to get from point A to point B, but you need to know, how do you get from point A to point B? This is the same problem a lot of people face when they first start programming, is they'll read a book about it, then they'll start typing, and they won't be able to do anything because they're like, where do I start? What do I do? I know what I want to end with, but I don't know how to start with it. And I think it's the same problem a lot of people have with Haskell, is they try it, and they just don't try hard enough. I know that's very kind of judgy of me. I am somewhat of a judgy person, if you know me in real life. But I'm welcome to hear other opinions and talk about it. That's great. So how will I do it? Every time, I will spend 30 minutes or less, I have no idea, programming in Haskell, doing this thing. And every time I program in Haskell, I will record it. I cannot guarantee how much talking there will be. I can't guarantee how much anything else there will be. I don't know. I'm just going to record my screen, and it's going to be fantastic. And we're going to go on a journey together. It'll be great. So what have I done so far to prepare for this? We're actually going to take this in reverse order. Number 2 is I've read the Haskell book. The Haskell book is a book that teaches you Haskell. Sorry, my throat gets really runny when I'm talking. So I've read that, and number 1 is I've made a maze generation program in C Sharp. Now it's really weird because it's like, oh, C Sharp, but I thought you were in Haskell. So let me explain before you do anything. Let me explain. I wanted to make a base program in a language I knew, so I knew what I had to emulate. So I did it in C Sharp, and I did a maze generation program. The reason why I made a program to make a maze was because I recently bought a book called Mazes for Programmers. It talks about how to make a maze, and how to make mazes with different designs, how to make mazes that go under itself, that loops on itself. Oh, it's fantastic. So I was like, I'm going to make a maze generation program that, one, makes a maze, calculates how many steps a square is away from a starting square, and colors it in. I'm like, this is going to be my base program, and I'll emulate Haskell to make this maze generation program. Now, let me quickly show you how it works. I'm not going to go through the code. This is on my GitHub if you want it. I'll totally let you know. But let's start. It asks me what algorithm I want to use. We're going to use the binary algorithm. If we go to where it dropped, open it hello PNG, we get a nice little image. Now, to show you that it does actually generate different the maze is different, I'm going to run it again. First, I'm going to run the rename this as hello1 PNG. Go to start. Press 1 again. Oh, I'm using a mechanical keyboard. I like the clickety clackety of the mechanical keyboard. If it is too much for you, just let me know. I'll switch to my laptop. Easy peasy. So now we're gonna open hello again. So if I switch between hello, so the maze I just generated versus the maze I generated like, I don't know, 30 seconds ago, you can see that they are totally different. It's really cool. Now, about the distances. This upper left square I've designated as the starting square. And I have used, I think, a depth first search, I forgot, to basically number out how many steps it takes to get to each square. And then with that number in mind, I've then colored the square. So as you can see, the farther you get away from the starting square, the darker it gets. And the darkest is right here in the lower left corner, which means it takes in order to get here, you have to take the maximum number of steps compared to any other route. Now, I'm using something called the binary algorithm, which is great. For each square, it either gets rid of the north wall or the east wall. So in this case, this square got rid of the east wall. Same thing in this case, got rid of the east wall. This one, it got rid of the north wall. And basically running that, you'll get a really cool maze that looks great. Oh, it made me happy when I got this. I was like, yay, it works. I'm so happy. So that is it. I will be doing this in Haskell. It will be an adventure. So what is next? What is next is the next time I decide to program in Haskell, I'll get up, I'll set up my recording, and I will start. It will be the best. It will be an adventure. Anyway, I am excited for this. I'm excited to start finally learning Haskell. It took me a long time to read the Haskell book, like about a long time. It's like a 1,200 page book. It's crazy, but it's awesome and good. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.